That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. First down, it's Watson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. A bad start there. A big loss on their first play from scrimmage. It's second down. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Here's Watson. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep. This is caught at the 20. A big-time play there for the Texans. 64 yards.
In our pregame meeting, all they talked about was keeping him hemmed in and wanting him to make his throws from the pocket because they knew he was pretty dangerous if he got outside, and he just showed it right there. Pretty good arm, too.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Marshawn Lynch. He's down inside the 10 to the 8, and it comes out a gain of 8. They'll run it. Here's Lynch. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Marshawn Lynch, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Now the second down throw on target. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Let's go.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
They punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Now they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase them.
From the 22, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Will Fuller was the intended target. Third down here. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Out of the gun, Watson. Escaping the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
What?
And that's what friends are for.
As the returner, you know who you're buying dinner for later.
Oh, without a doubt, because he just took care of you and your team in a big way. You know, you turn it over there, that's a big momentum changer, and put your defense in a bad spot.
And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. He'll get 10 there all on his own, but it'll be second down. On second down now, it's Lynch. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Watson on first down. And he'll find Akins there, complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17. They'll run with Lynch. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Marshawn Lynch. His second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Allen and the Bills now with a first and 10 at their 25-yard line.
Check it out, Reed. Hey, hold. Check 13.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and no more. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. On second down, here's Barkley. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. It goes as a loss of 6. And now third down. On third and long, it's Allen. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit, right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Texans will take over with a first and 10. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up first and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a second and 10. They'll run with Marshawn Lynch. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down. Now Watson. His defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense.
Into double coverage in it, and all the ball's out. Hyde fumbled it, and I think they are going to get this one back. Well, that would have been something, double turnovers, but instead they'll keep the possession on the INT. So the defense there, opportunistic.
It's nice to give them credit, isn't it? Because so many times it's more a matter of what the offensive guy didn't do. Didn't secure the ball, didn't cover up. In this case, let's just give credit to where it belongs. Knocked it free, made a big play.
What?
The Bills send the punter out as he's on here to punt it away. And he's getting a workout here in this first quarter as he gets it away. And this one will be down by a member of the kicking team at about the 40-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. They've got things going their way early. 14-0 lead and the football. First and 10. Dancing to his left. And he's going to keep it here. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the first down on a 13-yard run. First down, the run with Lynch. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down. So after the second down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Watson now to throw. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on third down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on third down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
I'm coming after you. He's coming. We got double up. It's up. Time to go.
Here we go on fourth. Watson flushed out right. He may try and run for this. Bill O'Brien rolls the dice, but to no avail. And the Bills are going to get the football back. Though certainly not the way that they were hoping that possession would end, failing to convert on fourth.
And now they've got to make sure that they keep their poise, they keep their confidence. Just because it didn't work once doesn't mean if they get that same situation later that they shouldn't go for it again. The defense feels great, but the offense, they can't be despondent.
On second down, Barkley, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47.
Check 41.
Allen going to try and throw on third down. And the grab by Croft. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 31-yard line. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards. A first down carry for Barkley. He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Now Allen finding Knox there, complete.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Allen going to throw. And that's caught by Beasley. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. First trip to the red zone for the Bills. They've got it 1st and goal at the 6. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Tariq Cohen, his 5th touchdown now on the year. As they are now on the board here in the first half. Hauschka adds the extra point. And that'll make our score 14-7. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
All day. Check safety.
They'll start on the ground with Lynch. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. Trent Murphy, the one to bring him down.
He's checking crack.
From the 41, Watson. On the catch, it's Duke Johnson. There goes Duke Johnson. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his first touchdown on the year. And it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. That's a pretty quick response to that last touchdown drive. And it seemed like they may be giving up momentum. Not so fast.
No, not at all, because they end up pushing the lead up once again. And you're exactly right. Thought momentum might have been shifting. Instead, they grabbed old Mo, didn't let him get to the opposite sideline.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. They'll run on second down with Cohen. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. On 3rd and 10, they go flying past the marker and get nearly 40 yards. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he is going to lose yardage here. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down. Throwing now is Allen. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
That was well defended, and while it was a completion, it resulted in a loss of yardage. It's really, really hard for a running back to think to himself, I probably should have just dropped it and saved the yardage. It goes against the entire training that he's had his whole career.
Here's Allen. And that is going to be incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Watson. And Stills bringing it in. There he goes left side. Touchdown, Houston. Kenny Stills. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Tex, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. And his throw is incomplete.
Partner, that type of a lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs?
Yeah, preserve that for him. That's an ancient relic, faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when he snapped it from the 3. But from the 15, mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smells terrible. A little under 30 seconds to go. We'll see how they play it here on 1st and 10. Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. And they will score a pick 6 for the Texans TD. And he's given his guys a shot for late points. They flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And that one goes virtually nowhere. Tried to fake extra point, but nothing comes of it. Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Allen off the play fake. Then he finds Beasley, complete. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. On first down, Barkley. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. This clearly the final play of the half, but no field goal attempt. They're going for it with 3 seconds remaining.
Go ahead, baby. Go ahead, baby. Go, 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 go.
A final shot before half for Allen. And that is incomplete. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken in at the 1. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. On third down, Barkley. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
And he'll take this in at the 1-yard line. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Texans are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part.
And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. So they come out of the locker room trailing, but plays like that, they won't be trailing much longer. Defense really starting out well this second half.
Yeah, they knew they had to jumpstart things a little bit. They really struggled in the first half trying to slow them down, but now they had a plan, made that adjustment that we always talk about, and it worked very well on that play.
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. Now this is picked up by the Bills.
After that play, I think we know one quarterback will be extremely happy if his defense can hold the opposing team to a field goal here.
Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Forced out to his left. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Now Saquon Barkley. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Here's Allen to throw it. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And incomplete, almost intercepted. Had a great shot at picking that off in the end zone. And now 4th down. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. To the air, Allen. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That'll be taken in by Beasley. Touchdown, Buffalo. Cole Beasley, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bills use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Hauschka with the extra point, and that will get them one closer. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about it.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Another try after the first down sack. Watson buying time to his left. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. They'll run on first down. Lynch. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally down at the 32-yard line. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 32-yard line. A carry now for Lynch. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down. On second down, Lynch. Lynch fighting, and he lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
It doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And he'll fight his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. And movement here by one of the Texans up front. In comes the flag. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. From the gun on 3rd, Watson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, as it turned out. Couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got to the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Hey, strip the ball. Hey, hold. Strip that ball.
On the run, it's Barkley. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues.
Well, they certainly haven't been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got to just pin their ears back and get after him now.
Allen from the gun on 3rd down. He's going to go deep for Beasley. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
An attempt at a deep ball there. They didn't get it. But, boy, they're going to need a few of those to actually hit in order to get back into this game.
Good thing they do have a little bit of time here still left in the contest. Decent-sized deficit, but not one that they can't manage. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
He sets to fire deep, and that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Eluding the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They turn to the fullback, Gillespie, and he's going to get to the 31, enough for the 1st down. They only needed a few inches, and they didn't get much more than that, but by about the width of a shoelace, they convert on 4th down. On 1st down, Watson. Incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some 1st downs, just as good as running the football. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan 1st down. So after the run by Lynch, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line. On 2nd down, Johnson. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now a 3rd down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a 1st.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
On 1st down, it's Lynch. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. And blocked down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. That's good for a Texan 1st down, a 12-yard pickup. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They'll run it with Johnson. Breaks the tackle. He's got room to run. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. As he takes up with it. It's a fake.
Well, partner, that was another explosive run, and one thing I've learned in our time in this game, yes, the offensive line has to get a lot of credit, but for big runs to occur, the wide receivers have to block well downfield.
And then you have to have a good guy carrying the ball too, right?
Oh, without a doubt. You need that difference maker lugging the rock.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes this out and puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Go!
Allen now on first down. It's complete to Laquan Treadwell. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Great gains back-to-back. Last time over 30 yards, better than 20 here. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Here's Allen on first and 10. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Richie James, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills cut into that lead. And, man, Charles, talk about singing something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be fielded at the 6. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive, that culminating touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one.
It got his man complete. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. One play, 80 yards. Pretty easy drive to recap.
It certainly is, but not so easy to execute. Starting on your own 20, you want something to kickstart your drive and get it off to a nice start. They went for the whole thing and got it. That's a great way to send a message to the opposing team.
And he nearly broke that for more, but as it is, they'll start this drive at about the 37-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Looking to throw again on second down. Allen. James has got it. Complete.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and you can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Allen going to go on fourth down. And this one caught by Beasley. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Texans take over an excellent field position. They'll run with Lynch. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 12. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson steps away. He may try and run for this. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
The best quarterbacks that ever played the game all wanted to blend in with their teammates and be one of the guys. But sometimes you got to take modesty and put it aside. You're the franchise quarterback, the face of the team, and the guy that leads them to victory. You have to get down and protect yourself and not take hits like that.
Elsewhere, a fourth quarter score now from Tampa. Chargers have scored again, so they are really opening it up. A win would be just their second of the year if they could hold on. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammo going forward.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deep.
He rifles one that's intercepted.